The first human ambassador to the Galactic Assembly arrived alone. No fleet, no escorts, no visible weapons, just a single vessel and a single person. Most species assumed it was symbolic, a gesture. Humans had only recently achieved faster-than-light travel. Their territory was small, their military insignificant by galactic standards, their political influence non-existent. They were granted observer status, nothing more. The Assembly was ancient, thousands of species, millions of years of recorded history. Disputes were settled through negotiation, arbitration, and when necessary, limited conflict under strict regulation. Civilizations rose, civilizations fell. The Assembly endured. Humans listened, they attended sessions, they asked questions, they took notes, they never proposed legislation, they never intervened, they never voted, for decades. Other species stopped paying attention to them. Then the economic models began failing. Minor trade routes collapsed, resource prices destabilized without clear cause, shipping consortiums reported unexplained competition, corporations accused each other of market manipulation, investigations found nothing illegal, everything was technically compliant, perfectly within assembly law. Human companies were everywhere, not dominating, participating, buying small percentages, selling minor technologies, licensing software, acquiring shipping contracts no one cared about, quiet, boring, harmless, until a major interstellar bank collapsed, then another, then three more. The Assembly launched a financial inquiry. Human involvement appeared in every failure, not as majority owners, not as executives, as infrastructure, accounting software, logistics platforms, data routing services, transaction verification systems. Human code was embedded inside the galaxy's economy, not controlling it, supporting it. The Assembly demanded an explanation. The human ambassador finally spoke. "We did not plan to control your economy. We planned to understand it. Human systems were open source, auditable, legally accessible, nothing malicious. They had simply built tools that became useful, too useful. When markets began destabilizing, humans issued a patch, not to exploit, to stabilize. It worked. Prices normalized, trade resumed, confidence returned. The Assembly realized the truth. Humanity had not conquered anything. They had made themselves indispensable. Removing human infrastructure would crash half the galactic economy. Humans held no military power, no political authority, no formal leadership. They held dependency. The ambassador's final statement was recorded in Assembly archives. "We don't want to rule. We want to make sure the system keeps working." The Assembly reclassified humanity, not as a threat, not as an ally, not as a subordinate species, but as a structural component. And for the first time in its history, the Assembly understood fear, because structures cannot be negotiated with.